What's good? What's good? This is Stick of the podcast. Hey, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support, toda mi gente. I hope you're doing good, taking care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, wherever you're at in your life, take care of yourself. And yo, one thing you gotta focus on is how you gonna get to the next level. You can't compare yourself to somebody else. You don't know what that person has been through, what kind of connections they have, what kind of money's behind them, or what kind of money they put in to get to the level they're at. You got to worry about you doing your own thing and saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to get there the way I know how to get there. There's going to be several times that you're going to make some mistakes. You're going to overspend some money that you know good and well you shouldn't be spending. Hey, man, you're going to meet some people that you thought you made some connections and be like, oh, yeah, they're going to get me on the next podcast. Then you wouldn't even hear from them, man. But it is what it is. I'm not here to throw shade at anybody. I just know that, hey, it is what it is and it ain't what it ain't. Look, let me tell y'all something, man. I used to work this job, right? And my supervisor at the time was like, hey, man, I do really feel like you got that it factor to be a team lead. And I looked at him. I feel like I got that factor like I own the company, bro. That's just me, though, you know what I mean? But he said, nah, for real, like, I do really feel like, you know, I think you're ready to be a team lead. And I was like, I don't think so, man. He said, why not? I said, look, man, everybody in here is grown. And I feel like everybody in here should know what they need to do. You know, supposed to show up on time, clock in, know when to clock out and clock back in when you go to lunch, breaks, whatever. And you know how many calls you got placed a day. You know, look, I'm not here to do all that, man. I'm not here to micromanage anybody, making sure they're doing their job. You sign that paper, you know exactly what you have to do day in, day out. The minute you clock in and the minute you clock out. I don't want to do that, man. Because I feel like I'm taking care of little kids, man. And look, I'm not here for that. I appreciate the opportunity. He said, are you sure you want to do this, man? Look, man, like I said before, and I'm going to say it to you again. Yeah, go ahead and sign me. Nah. But I couldn't do it, man. You know, it's not in me. Just to say I could be a team leader. I feel like I could be something different, something special for my position, what I know how to do, right? But it didn't last long. It is what it is. I just move on, man. Somebody else got the position, and I couldn't hate. Look, I couldn't hate that person for it. I can't get mad at them, even though I know how to probably do the job 100 times better than that person. But at the end of the day, I said no. And it is what it is. So when I think about individuals like Elliot Wilson, this man right here, salty, bitter, getting old, and it's okay, man. You can't get mad at everybody that's on the come up. You keeping up with everybody. But I guess now it's cool to hate. Because that's the only way people are going to get a chance to take a glimpse of who you are. From my understanding, he was a great journalist at some point in time in his career in hip hop. But things have changed, and sometimes you got to adapt to the changes, and you can't hate on the next person. So when I hear him talk on that Rory and Mal show, that podcast, and he's saying that that Cam'ron and Mase, the show is trash, it's basura. It should have been taken. It should never even got released. They don't even know what they're talking about. Talking about sports, and they ain't even sports analysts. They're not even journalists. They're not comparing Cam'ron, saying that Cam'ron's trying to be like Stephen A. Smith. Knowing good and well that Cam'ron interviewed Stephen A. Smith. But that's not here or there. But to say that, like, where did you go to? Or did you play any sports and all that? And I'm just telling myself, bro, look, you got to stop that. We got to stop that. Because I don't know which one was it said like, okay, so what about Shannon Sharp? Uncle Shay, the Shade Room. Okay, what's up with that? Well, it's different because, you know, he's involved in sports and he plays sports. He played football. He didn't play basketball, no hockey, no baseball, no soccer. He interviews comedians, YouTubers, influencers, women that been sleeping. You know, look, the list goes on who Shannon Sharp talks to. There's no limitations. And I think that's where Elliot Wilson is stuck at right now at the moment. He's stuck in the old ways, hoping that somebody would come back and say, hey, man, what you're doing is great. Let's go ahead and go this way. But in reality, that way, the old way is not working because, look, think about it from my perspective, right? If I'm watching somebody else's podcast and I'm paying attention, I want something for them. I want to hear something that's going to get my day going. If I'm having a bad day, you know, baby mama tripping, my kids are acting up, my money a little tight. Oh, man, when the money's tight, you don't want to hear nothing, man. You know, the preacher man is only saying so many things that you can relate to, and you want to laugh a little bit, and you turn on Cam'ron and Mase, and it is what it is. I'm just laughing, man. When they were talking about Shakur Stevenson, I couldn't stop laughing about it. Because in some fashion or form, man, Cam'ron and Mase, they know how to be relatable. They know how to say something and be like, hey, man, I could relate to that. But Elliot Wilson doesn't give me that. And he doesn't give me the vibe that he's a loyal dude. Let me explain. Drake, Kendrick Lamar goes down. I never really heard nothing from Elliot. Well, I never heard nothing from Wilson speaking about Kendrick Lamar, even had an interview with Kendrick Lamar. All I heard was Drake, and I've seen interviews back to back with Drake, the boy, right? And to see you leaning towards Kendrick in this whole, and I'm not saying, look, I get it. You're entitled to feel this person won or the other person won, but some things are best left unsaid, and you, hey, I'm gonna stay out of this one. And maybe because it's the Latino in me, right? Because as a Latino, right, I'm loyal at fault. I am, man. Like, hey, look, mira, what you doing is wrong, homie. You know, I'm gonna ride with you, but I don't feel like this is gonna work out very well for both of us, man. So I think we need to chill out. But I'm still gonna ride with you. That's how Latinos are, man. We just loyal people, man. So when I hear, if it was me in that whole situation, I would have just been like, hey, man, Drake is the one that gave me these interviews. Hey, I better not say nothing. I'm definitely not going to be sitting with the ops. I'm not going to do that. It doesn't benefit me. Because imagine how much bigger it would have been if he just would have stayed quiet, minding his business, and just waited. Be patient enough to say, you know what? Now the smoke settled. Maybe, just maybe, I could potentially get another interview with Drake. And it's crazy because he even said it. If you had an opportunity to interview Kendrick or Drake, you still leaning to. See, this is what I mean, man. You gotta be careful what side of the fence you're playing on, man. And I'm not saying that you have to pick sides, but with a person like Wilson, him specifically, knowing that he had several interviews with Drake, it left a bad taste in people's mouth. People were like, bro, nah, we good. We good, bro. We good. We gonna listen to academics or somebody else. And that's what it comes down to. But going back to the Cam'ron and Mase, we ain't gonna tolerate no slander, man. Cam'ron and Mase ain't done nothing wrong to nobody, man. If anything, they entertaining as hell, man. When I watch them, I be laughing. Me and my brother be sending me videos. I be like, what in the world? But it is entertainment, man. And I think that's what Wilson is missing, the entertainment part. Did you forget that hip hop is entertainment? That's what it comes down to. Ain't nobody trying to hear about, hey, man, your album, man, what were you thinking? No, we want to see what's going on with your life, bro. So I could feel like I could be relatable, and I'm going to pick out your album. Look, I done done music, right, myself. And people heard my interview, and because they thought I was, something that I said they could relate to, they said, man, you funny, bro. And I met DJs too. DJs, man, hey, bro, I didn't know you were like this, man. What's your song that you pushing, bro? All because genuinely, right, you built that relationship, and people be like, man, I like this guy, man. So I'm going to play his record. I'm going to go kick it with him next week, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of energy you want to give. You want to project through the screen. Like, people could be relating to you. Like, when I'm doing ththese podcasts, it's like somebody sitting next to me and be like, man, I can relate to this guy, man. Because that's what it is. Look, man, that 2024 hate is got to stop. We in 2025. We can't be hating on people on the come up, man. I can't hate the next man because he's a little bit ahead of me. I just feel like, hey, man, you doing your thing, and I'm going to continue doing my thing. And then once we at the top of the game, hola, como estás, bro? It is what it is. You know, I heard somebody tell me a long time ago, they say, hey, look, don't come to the radio and ask, can we play your record? We will come to you if we know you're hot. Enough said, bro. Hey, do me a favor, man. Subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always interacting with mi gente. To side, hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart, have faith, and never give up. All right, one. What's good? What's good? This is Stico. Hey, do me a favor, man. Somewhere on here, you get a chance to check out my other channel. I release all my music there. We have a lot of music coming out this year. Y'all definitely don't want to miss out. Do me a favor as well. Check out the website, r2drec.com. Purchase your merchandise. Let's keep this moving going. Thank you for all the love and support, and thank you for being patient with me. Hey, let's get it this year. All right, one.